Time now to unpack this development, and we start from Lagos, where we're going to join ABIODUN ALADE, the Daily Trust Bureau Chief in Lagos. And he's joining us via Zoom this evening. ABIODUN, good evening to you, and thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Right, let's start with a situation report. What can you tell us about how things are shaping up in Lagos following this sudden realization that the PMS price is no longer 540 naira, but is going to sell well above 600 naira per litre? What is the situation in Lagos like?
Yeah, the situation in Lagos State is just like every other state. Every motorists, Lagosians have expressed their shock this morning because this hike actually came sudden. A litre was being sold for 488 naira before in Lagos State, but suddenly it has been hiked to 568 naira at the NNPC filling station, while others are selling for between 570 to 580. So most of the motorists this morning were shocked because as early as 8 a.m., 9 a.m. today, stations were still selling at the old rate. But suddenly from around 10:30, the chain was being affected. And the big question now is that people are asking, what has to do with market realities? If the market has been deregulated, why the sudden change? Has anything happened at the international market that should have facilitated this? So these are the big questions that people are actually asking, that they actually want the NNPC and other stakeholders to actually provide answers to.
Okay. ABIODUN, do we know which category of filling stations are actually implementing this new price? Because the information came that most across the country, it is usually NNPCL stations that have implemented this change. Other sellers of the product are yet to implement it. What can you tell us about what is actually happening in Lagos?
No, here in Lagos, it has been implemented across board. Now, this is the reality. The NNPC stations are selling at the rate of 568 naira from the previous 488 naira, which is an increment of 80 naira. Now, but for others, they are selling for as high as 570 naira to 580 naira. Now, the filling station that I visited today, right from Victoria Island down to Ikeja, down to Ogba, most of them that are dispensing product have actually reflected this new price. But then we actually have others that are not dispensing as of today. So we actually don't know what happened. Their gate was under lock and key, but for those that are selling, this new price has been reflected in all the stations. Nobody is selling, none of the station is selling at the old rate, none at all, either the NNPC or the private marketers. None of them are
just before you go, ABIODUN, what can you tell us about the effect on the status quo as far as inflation is concerned, or prices of goods and services? What about transport fares? Has this new price affected the price of transportation, for instance, alongside other goods and services in Lagos State today?
Yes, one of the major effects of this is that Lagos, that is known to be a point of traffic congestion, since the price was being announced, the old price of 488 naira since May, we have seen a reduction of vehicles on the road. Now with this new price, I can bet that for you to drive maybe from the mainland to the island now will probably take you like 30 minutes because we have very few vehicles. People are not taking their cars out, and also the cost of transportation have actually gone up. For instance, if you are moving from somewhere like Ikeja to Obalende before, you can actually get it for as low as 200 naira, 300 naira, but now it is 1,000 naira, So, and if you are moving from Agege to Ikeja, that used to be 100 naira, it's now 400 naira. So there is this increase in transport, and people are complaining, people are lamenting. Food inflation is high.
Okay.
People are beginning to see the effect of this. Even organizations, companies now are beginning to see some of their staff working from home. And one other thing that we have noticed is that a lot of people have started maybe trekking, walking walking some distance before they actually join our vehicle. Before they actually join
ABIODUN,
the bus.
ALADE, thank you very much for the update, and we appreciate your contribution on this particular conversation. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.